Hey guys, Bobby B here, and we're going to take a look at this ANTOP flat panel amplified indoor-outdoor TV antenna. It's marketed to have long range coverage, and we're just going to take a look at what we get inside the box, and going to do a little comparison with the current one. Boring you with the scanning that takes forever, still just confirming that is the RCA. And that is where it is plugged into it. We're looking at about 9 channels so far, 97%. Doesn't look like we're going to get to 10. And let's see how the quality is on these channels. Oh, we go right here, ABC. It's very pixelated, so the signal must not be very good. And actually, my remote appears to have frozen on me. Can't, there we go. Not very good. I have the ANTOP hooked up now, and it is going through its scan. Just go ahead and show you here the white cable. This is the 4G filter, 4G LTE filter. It's marketed as being able to block some of the interference that the 4G signals that cellular phones use. And not necessarily block, but allow for a better signal quality from the over-the-air TVs. This plugs in to the line that feeds to the antenna itself, power input. I don't have it on right now. It's got a little toggle switch. Right now it is off. And when you turn it on, the light turns green. But I do currently have the antenna just sitting in the window. I'll put the specs in the description, but it's a fairly large and very sturdy, a lot bigger, and already gotten 36 channels, 38 channels now, a little over 60% done. So that's almost doubled the channels that I had originally. It was originally 15, 16 channels that I've received. And that's with the 4G off. Now, I've done a scan with this before, and I should get one more channel for a total of 39 in one. But we'll see just to make sure. They recommend you scan at least once a month just and position the antenna a little bit around to see if it gets an additional channels. But I did do a scan with the 4G on and off, and I did not notice a difference. But what I'm actually going to do here in just a second is do a test with the amplifier right here, because it just plugs into the cable line. I'm going to actually plug the RCA one, the black one, up to it, just to see if it gets any channels. But let's jump back to this. So far, the picture quality is very good. Not as much pixelation in regards to weak signal as the one that I've had up here recently. Most of the channels look like they are high def, at least 720p standards. You do have some lower grade channels mixed in, but for your cord cutting needs, it looks like it may do the job. And so I'm going to do my third scan now. This scan is got the RCA antenna plugged directly into the ANTOP 4G LTE filter, just to see if it actually is a marketing gimmick or if it does actually provide assistance with feedback in regards to that 4G LTE cellular connection. The second scan was the ANTOP just positioned in the windowsill. It's actually facing northeast, so it's not even facing a true north direction, which is the direction of my antenna, over-the-air antenna. It is disconnected. And that third attempt is the RCA plugged into the 4G filter from ANTOP. And it is on. As you can see, it is producing a green light, so it lets you know that it is in the on position. And already at 40%, we're looking at about 6 channels. So let's give it a few minutes and let's just see if it produces any additional channels that we did not get the first time. Alright, so we're at 93% so far and only 9 channels. So, not really sure what could have caused these lost channels here. This one, only 9. Now, the video quality is not as crisp. It doesn't appear to be high def channels. Some of my final thoughts on this ANTOP flat panel amplified indoor-outdoor TV antenna. Must have for all your cord cutting needs. It has great range, very good quality. What I like about this is it's indoor and outdoor. So I currently have it inside, but you can leave it like in your attic. Run the cable down to your television sets, or you can even mount it outside on an exterior wall. It does not include any poles, so you would need to look at either doing it on your own. It does have the mounting bracket here, and it does include the hardware so that you can wall mount this. But I'm actually very impressed with this, the performance of this antenna. I highly recommend anyone looking for one of these antennas, take a look at ANTOP. I will provide a couple of links in the description down below. One is to the DTV, the .gov, which is the website you can use to get a good understanding on the digital TV that is available in your area and the distance between your address and the actual antennas that broadcast the signal, which I'll throw a couple of screenshots in here in just a minute so that you can see, based off of the general area, what channels I should have gotten and what channels I'm getting. I'll also provide a complete description of all the channels that I was able to get in my viewing area here in Nashville. But very surprised with the performance on this. The 4G filter seemed like a little bit of a gimmick. I didn't notice any increase in channels. I didn't notice any performance difference with those with that filter turned on or off. The filter plugged into a other model didn't produce any different results either. So I kind of don't really think that benefits, at least in my area. But your mileage may vary. It could very well help. They do recommend once when you get it set up, move it around, do a couple of scans, see if you notice some performance. Now I got pretty good performance in my window. I got pretty good performance in a closet setup as well. So it all depends. You do want to try to face it towards the direction with minimal interference, so as high as you can. And you want to try to face it towards the direction of your antennas that are producing in your area. So for me, it would be actually facing northwest of my house, but you could be facing the opposite direction. So, but anyways, this has been a review of the ANTOP AT-413B flat panel amplified indoor-outdoor TV antenna. Hit me up if you have any questions in the comment section down below. Check out SimonsAysReview.com. And until next time, see ya.